Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Michael Brockers in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Flacco and the Ravens now, after the sack, need something good here on 3rd and long. To pass, Flacco. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Deep for the Rams, Tavon Austin. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
Carry now for Gurley. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in a run game. No gain.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Whoosh. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
It certainly was a disappointing end to the season for Baltimore as their offense comes back onto the field. But everyone remembers Cincinnati knocking them out of the playoffs on that Andy Dalton to Tyler Boyd play. They finished 9-7. The interesting thing was they had a plus 92 points differential, which was fourth best in the AFC.
So that tells me, and we saw it throughout the season, they were back to playing Baltimore Ravens defense. And that really helped their offense out in a big way. I think they still need help at the skill positions. They've got to upgrade at wide receiver. Alex Collins stepped in and played well at running back, but he needs some help as well. And, of course, Joe Flacco's going to have to continue to get better at his position.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Aaron Donald in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Flacco and the Ravens now, after the sack, need something good here on 3rd and long. Flacco. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
They do snap it. Flacco now. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Now, before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. They got a man. It's Woods. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Give them 22 on that one. And it'll be 1st down Rams. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Rams are in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief. $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Joe Flacco. And an alley to run. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. He opted to go with the scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Rolling the dice on 4th. Flacco being chased out left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nickel Roby-Coleman. He won't go down. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
Can't go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 16. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's Goff. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And he fires one, but incomplete.
We see passes like that all the time, don't we? He's back there surveying the field, clock ticking in his head, trying to avoid the sack and the hit. Led him just a little bit too much trying to get out to his running back.
So on 4th down, Goff will yield to Greg Zuerlein for the field goal try. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And, you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis. Some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jeremy Maclin, 81 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick?
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? That is caught at the 7. And he'll be knocked down sideways. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Shift together here from the D-line. Here's Flacco. And that is incomplete here.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now Flacco. That is caught by Maclin for a Raven touchdown. Jeremy Maclin as the first half is winding down, and the Ravens are in for 6. And that makes it 14-10. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The Rams on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. He's at the 30, 10. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams are in for 6. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
On the counter, Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Out of the gun. Gone. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he is knocked down from the side at the 22-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the pursuit that time was absolutely top-notch. He was looking to try and turn upfield somewhere. Kept trying to find a place. Somewhere never showed up.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And they'll run it here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tavon Austin, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Rams add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So the D-line's going to spread out. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it go again. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for the Ravens. 55 yards. Throwing here on first down. Flacco. Throw right side, taken in by Wallace. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Second down, Flacco now. Buying time to his left. And he'll find a man. That's Macklin. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Here's Flacco. Flush to his right. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd and short.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Crockett Gilmore from a yard out, and the Ravens draw a bit closer. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive, and when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
18 yards on the pickup there, and that leads to a Los Angeles first down. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Again they run with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Goff. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes
this is caught inside the 15. And he'll get it down deep into Los Angeles territory. And give him a gain of 37. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Steps away to his left. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open. Well, we've seen some lead changes, and it certainly appeared that one of these squads was in full control of the game, but that's not the case after that touchdown.
Yeah, they erase a 2 TD deficit here to grab the lead. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Operating out of the gun, Flacco, escaping the pressure right. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free, and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed, near the goal line, on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. They find some open field here. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. They try right side here. Gurley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
to throw. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Red zone opportunity. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. As they run the counter play. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Back to throw. Oh, now he takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He's got a man wide open. It's Macklin. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A gain of 32 that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.